Welcome, Virgo. This is G. Guess what, Virgo? You're having a new moon. Yes, you are. Pull some cards because we've got 2 new beginnings and 1 ending. And we're going to get a card for each one. Go like this one more time. And then we pull right from the top. First 3 cards is how we roll. So the first card we're going to put here is going to be the new beginning. The first new beginning. Second one is the ending for the month of August. It's going to go right there. And the third one is the new beginning at the end of August. It goes right there. You have a new beginning, and it has to do with your subconscious. There is a way in which you express, the way you communicate and radiate, but it's really more about the expression of it, right? It's kind of got a little dramatic, theatrical type thing because you have, you can roar at times, but it's subconscious. So there may be times when you're not aware of your fiery ways, right? Yeah, I'm talking about Leo energy. It's in your 12th house. And so it's all about unconscious ways of expressing, right? Now, we can relate this to your dream energy. You might have lively dreams, but this is a lot of ego and I will type of energy, like my will be done. Like, so these subconscious thoughts about my will, right? But yet being courageous to go ahead and just do things. Do you remember back when you were a child, what it was that made you happy? What it was that gave you joy? Because Leo energy, like this new moon is all about a new beginning in that area of your life. Now, because it's in your 12th house, this means that it's kind of in the hidden, right? So maybe you watch movies, right? Because it doesn't have to be hidden, but it can be like visual hidden. So dreams, daydreams, screenplays, stories, movies, theater. That's kind of like Neptune energy. And that is exactly what this is. So it's sleep, having vivid dreams, right? But it's fun, enjoy, creativity, romance, right? My happy place. So it's also your individuality and the way that you express, shine, and radiate. So your light, the way you radiate and shine, may sometimes be hidden. And that's the sunlight. Your sunlight may sometimes be hidden because it's about your subconscious. That tells me that there's something that was subconscious that's going to come to light for you. So maybe you've been journaling, or maybe you're going to start journaling. Leo energy is powerful. And then when it's in the 12th house, it's like water, fire and water. So it's volcanic, right? If you think about it, it gets the water and it can make it boil, right? And it can make it erupt. So there might be times when that willfulness and not being aware of it, there may have been events that occurred where that's going to change. All right. So it's a new beginning. And looky. Wow. A new beginning. This card is a card that is really kind of about partnership. It's a partnership card. Again, this is Leo, the sun and Leo energy, and Venus and Libra, right? Venus and Libra is partnerships, peace. Make peace your partner. This is like a wedding, right? This is like we're walking down the aisle. There's the flower bearers. There's they're sprinkling flowers for us to walk on. We've got a child holding the train for the bride. So there's a commitment being made here. And if it's in the area of your subconscious, it tells me there's something about possibly your childhood or your creations, your hidden creations, that you're committing to, right? There's this balance factor involved, but the fun factor, right? Find out what it is that used to make you laugh, because that's Leo. Try to think back and remember, okay? Because there's going to be times when you are alone where you can have that fun, where you can pretend that you're a child again, or get engaged in the activities that you did when you were a child that made you happy. However, this also says, I keep hearing, do you know what makes you happy? Do you know when you feel joy? So it's almost as though there's a discovery process going on. And this is a commitment to you feeling like a kid again, a commitment to you discovering what makes you happy. Maybe you already have what makes you happy, but maybe there's more, right? It's very creative. I mean, really creative. So obviously children make you happy, right? Being a mom makes you happy. Like having children, right? They're all around here, right? It's a happy thing, but do you have anything else outside of that? What about you? What is it that you can do when you're alone? Meaning, if you were on an island and there was no one around, what is it that you think you would end up doing knowing it would make me happy? You're right. The idea is to dig deep into your subconscious. Let Neptune and Venus, let those planets speak to you. All right. The ending, middle of the month. For Virgo, this is in your 6th house of your daily routines. This is domestic side of life, but it can also be like if you're at the job, your daily routines of your job. Like maybe you have a new work partner or they said, hey, you're not going to be doing this anymore. We're giving you this other job to do now. So it's going to be that, but it's daily. It's whatever you do every day. So if you don't have a job, right, if you're always in the house, then there's something about your daily routines that are changing. This could be, tied into pets and animals and healthcare, but there's something here in your health. It's kind of like it's using old forms of routine, things you used to do for your health. If you think back in the day, like, oh yeah, we used to have to do 100 sit-ups, right? Stuff like that. But this energy is asking you to release all of that and to do something new, because this is a release. So it's saying we're letting go of the old, but we're doing something that we haven't done before. It's unconventional because this is Aquarius energy. Okay. So it's something that's like cutting edge, right? But we've got to release. So we're letting go of the old, and let's get more details on that for you. And looky, how colorful is this? Wow. We have a unicorn. Talk about unconventional. Talk about different. This is innovative. This does involve group activities, by the way. If I didn't mention that, Aquarius energy is groups. So if we have like our health and we're thinking groups, we're thinking like the health club, right? We're thinking maybe organized sports or something, right? Because that would be pretty typical, right? But there's something about our independence that we're being asked to focus in on here. So you got Mars and you got Aries, so it's the fighter energy, but independent activity, a much needed, unique, and even maybe unrealistic independent activity. All right. This is definitely screaming health again, because look, this is Virgo that showed up. Mercury, information about the health. So this is a release, possibly letting go of an old health habit, an old health routine, or a routine that you didn't realize that was holding you back in some way. And it needs to be released, because new is screaming. New is like, hey, this is for you, right? You never did this, but it's time to do this. Like I have one of my housemates for the very first time just started seeing a chiropractor. And so that's totally new for him. And some consider that alternative, right? But it could be massage therapy, what's new for you? Let me know down below in the comments. What haven't you done, right? Has to do with your health and your body, your physical body. Now, this is like a hunter, right? You see this person with a spear staring at this unicorn and thinking twice, right? Like, oh my gosh, it's a horse. I got to kill it. But then it's like, wait a minute, that's not a horse. Like, that's a unicorn. Holy crap. So there's this shock and surprise almost. So it speaks that possibly there was news, Mercury, that came about the health. And so it may have surprised you. And so you're like, oh, we're going to make some changes here. It's about your body. And so maybe can't be as physical as once were, right? Because remember back in the day, it was all about this like no pain, no gain type of stuff. That's the soldier. That's Mars, right? The soldier. Absolutely. This is a release. Focus on the unicorn. Focus on your making room for your new. New beginning for Virgo is in your 1st house of your physical body. Interesting. This card was talking about the health of your physical body. So this is a new beginning with your body. It's all about daily routines and habits. It could have to do with your job as well. Virgos typically look neat and clean, because that's Virgo energy, well put together, well organized, matching shoes and socks to the belt and just all that stuff, right? I'm not a big fashion person, so please don't don't hold that against me. But Virgos, they think when they dress, right? They're a practical dresser. So, depending upon the weather, they've got all the they've got the tools. That's Virgos. They've got the tools. Okay. This is a new beginning and it has to do with the body. So it's possible changing locations of the physical body and the job. Forgive me. My light just took a turd on me. Let me change out the lights here. Okay. So we're taking care of changing of the body and the appearance. And so if you change a job, or maybe like you get transferred to a different location, that would change your location, right? Changing a room in the house, or switching a bedroom with somebody else, right? Or, just doing something different, and tools may be involved, because Virgo is all about gadgets and tools. So this is a new beginning, and it has to do with your appearance, Virgo. What do we got here? We have Leo energy on the card. So looking and shining. See how bright it is? Optimism, but standing out. Something about you is standing out. And look at, like, there's this kingly energy involved, being the ruler. Whoa, interesting. Boss energy then, right? You're on stage, theater. This is on stage. There's an audience here in the front row, I think. Are those wigs? Let's see. Yeah, that's supposed to be an audience. So putting on a performance of some sort. Reading, making a proclamation. But this is playing a role in this new appearance. It's interesting. We talked about new appearance. When you play roles, you have to have costumes, right? So tools, accessories, costumes. Wow. Mercury and Gemini are present here. Interesting. So opposing information from the Sun and Mercury, information coming from somebody in charge, right? Mercury and Leo, information coming from the top, from the boss. Something fascinating, maybe from your boss at the job, saying, hey, can you do this? Can you just do one more thing? It could be as simple as just adding one more thing to your daily routines. You're going to have a new coworker, because this is coworker energy over here. Instead of you doing that, we're hiring somebody. And so so-and-so is going to take over this position and you're going to go over here. There could be some of that happening, right? There could be something just as simple as the clothing that you will be wearing, the props, the tools, right? Depending upon what kind of a job you have. So this is a new beginning, something about a performance, which tells me it's not really long-term. There's like a timeline involved, because yeah, when we play a role, it's a role. It's not forever, right? So let me see if there's anything else I can see here. Well, other than the masculine energy present, right? The Sun and Leo is very masculine energy. Even Gemini is typically masculine, although it has masculine and feminine energy involved. It's not really talked about enough. And in this day and age, the feminine energies are definitely more pronounced now. They are speaking up, because when they were together, it was like the feminine was kind of covered up. So in this, it's saying to be flexible. It's saying that if you were being, told something that just upsets your routine, because Virgo's like routines, right? A Virgo's like, where's the calendar? Where is the calendar? Just stay flexible. This isn't forever. Just take it and have fun with it. Again, reverts back to the very first card. Interesting. Virgo, you're being asked to kind of relate back to childhood and commit to something that you can kind of tie in with this new beginning with your appearance. And it looks like you're getting the role of being in charge. Leos can get ferocious, right? They can get about me, and I'm in the spotlight. As you see, there's somebody on the stage, but they don't get a speaking role. This is the one who has the speaking role, right? Enjoy your August. So below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.